so as we were discussing there with Akshay, we don't know right now when those rebel MLAs plan to come back to Mumbai. And for Uddhav Thackeray, he may have lost the government, but now the question is he going to lose his father's party? Is he going to lose the Shiv Sena as well?
Well, that's the fight right now, Gargi, and the fight is not for the government. That's the reason. Last week, Uddhav Thackeray shifted from Varsha to Matoshri, and yesterday he also resigned from both as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra as well as being the MLC of the Member of Legislative Council. He resigned from that as well. But yesterday he made an important announcement that Shiv Sena is his, and he will be having Shiv Sena with him because it was formed by his own father. He said that repeatedly while speaking or while addressing the people of Maharashtra via Facebook. So now while Uddhav Thackeray is saying that he still owns Shiv Sena, or he is still the leader of Shiv Sena, now it will be important to see that what does Eknath, Shinde and the other MLAs do. Will they be joining the government with Devendra Fadnavis as a Shiv Sena leader, or what will they be doing? So this is number one question. Number two, will they be merging with someone else, or will there be another legal battle regarding who has the control of Shiv Sena, or who has the whole of Shiv Sena? These are the questions that will be asked right now, and the answers for this question will decide the future of Shiv Sena. Will the power shift from Matoshri, that is in Bandra, to Thane, from where Eknath Shinde comes? So these are the questions that will be asked. While I was speaking to Deepak Kesarkar yesterday, he still said that we are Shiv Sainiks and Shiv Sena belongs to us. It was not giving us joy that Uddhav Thackeray, our leader, had to resign. Our fight was with MBA, with the NCP and Congress, and because of that we had to lose or see our leader resign. So this is what he said yesterday while he spoke exclusively to NDTV. Today a meeting is expected to happen at 10 a.m. in the morning in Goa, after which the next strategy will be decided. All eyes on the Raj Bhavan. For the last 2.5 years, we have understood how important the governor's role is. So all eyes will be on what happens at Raj Bhavan. Will Fadnavis or will Eknath Shinde or will someone from their team go there and say that we have the numbers with us and we are ready to form the government? So, and when will they exactly come back to Mumbai? Because for forming the government, you will have to return. So when will you do that is a question that is being asked, number one. And number two, as I said, on what basis are you going to join the government? As a Shiv Sena leader, or will you be doing something else? Because I don't think so that while Uddhav Thackeray left the post of CM, he would be leaving the post of Shiv Sena's president so easily. So these are the questions as of now that are going to be asked. The meeting is expected at 10 a.m. Gargi.
Right, so then some, legal issues also to be understood, because the Supreme Court is still hearing that case about the disqualification of 16 MLAs. That hearing is to be on the 11th, and so there's some confusion as to now what happens, because, with Uddhav Thackeray resigning, does that move on disqualifying those 16 MLAs continue? I think that is something that we need more clarity on.
Well, if the government does not exist, which means that there is no deputy speaker as well. So I don't think so that the issue of the disqualification of these 16 MLAs exists anymore. It is similar to when the government, when Uddhav Thackeray resigned yesterday, there is not going to be a floor test happening today. So since there is no floor test, or since there is no government, it means that there is no deputy speaker present as well, which means the plea of disqualification of these 16 MLAs would end, because there is no government, there is no deputy speaker, so why the disqualification of the 16 MLAs? So this is as far as I know what will happen. But as I said, it would be important to see that what is the next step that is being taken by Eknath Shinde, and who will still call himself the leader of Shiv Sena. Will it be Uddhav Thackeray from the Thackeray family, who since day one have been saying that they were the ones who formed Shiv Sena, the Thackeray family? We know how important they have been in the Maharashtra politics. Or will this be shifted now to Thane, from where Eknath Shinde comes, and will he be the one who will be saying that I have the whole of Shiv Sena and Shiv Sena is mine? So the legal battle or the battle for Shiv Sena will begin. But as far as when I was speaking to some of the leaders of Shiv Sena who are with Uddhav Thackeray, they said that, okay, you have, say, 40 MLAs with them. But what about the other people? There are several office bearers who are with us. There are district presidents who are with us. There are other people from rural Maharashtra who are with us. They are the leaders as well as they are the members of Shiv Sena who are supporting Uddhav Thackeray. So just having the support of 40 MLAs give you the right to own the party. This is the question that their own people are asking. So now the battle is for that. And as I said, now all eyes on Raj Bhavan. When will the numbers, or when will they say the claim that we have the numbers with us and we are ready to form the government, will be an important thing to see. When will they come back to Mumbai, and what will happen after that? While Uddhav Thackeray has resigned from the post of Legislative Council, he is no more a member of the Maharashtra Legislative Council. Aditya Thackeray still is an MLA. He was a cabinet minister, but since the government was dissolved yesterday, now it would be important to see that whether he will sit with Congress and NCP and oppose this government, or what will be his stand when this new government is being formed. Also, Gargi, there are several questions that we are trying to find answers for. Who will be the next Chief Minister? Will it be Devendra Fadnavis, or will it be Eknath Shinde? And who all will be included in this ministry? Because when this all decision was being made, I am sure that they had a discussion on these things as well. So once there is more clarity, we'll understand that what is the next step that is being taken. It is very much indeed that they would have already decided this if they were thinking of forming the government. There will be discussion of all sorts that would have already happened. They would have already distributed their portfolios and everything. But as of now, they are keeping it under the cards. They are not saying anything, at least to the media. But important and next thing that will be important to see is who reaches Raj Bhavan, Devendra Fadnavis or Eknath Shinde, and what do they say when they reach? And is Eknath
and
Shinde
so with a fresh Samna editorial also this morning, the other issue that has really emerged in that phone conversation with you with Mr. Kesarkar was about how many of them were angry with Sanjay Raut, and now this Samna editorial this morning.
If we speak about Sanjay Raut, he has been very aggressive against BJP for the last 2.5 years. The same Sanjay Raut was appreciated in 2019 when he continuously said that we will be forming the government. At that time, the same Sanjay Raut was very much appreciated. Now, what the leaders who are rebel MLAs are saying is that because of Sanjay Raut's aggressive stand, the ED as well as the CBI are targeting Shiv Sena leaders, and that is the reason they are facing so much issue. So that is exactly what Deepak Kesarkar told us yesterday, that Sanjay Raut is also one of the reasons, apart from the NCP, because of whom we are decided to become a rebel. But at the same time, whatever said and done, Sanjay Raut, when I tried to speak to him, he said, people who are saying this are not in Mumbai or Maharashtra. They are not standing with Uddhav Thackeray. And despite the government falling, I'm still here. I'm still with Uddhav Thackeray. So he's talking about loyalty. And he's saying if you had an issue with Sanjay Raut, for example, then why to quit the government, or why to ensure that Uddhav Thackeray is not the Chief Minister anymore? You could have spoken to Uddhav Thackeray, complained about Sanjay Raut, and ensured that he does not speak so aggressively as much he does. This is what he is being saying. So now all sorts of reasons will be given, Gargi, to justify the move done by them, because even they know that whatever said and done, Uddhav Thackerays' speech yesterday night had made several people across Maharashtra very emotional. He played an emotional card once again, and people at least feel bad for him, and that would be easy for these rebel MLAs when they come back to Maharashtra, because there will be protest happening. Although Uddhav Thackeray yesterday said that no one will do anything, but I am sure that there will be protest happening, and that's the reason now. All sorts of reasons will be given on why these steps were being taken, and who all are responsible for these MLAs to turn rebel against their own party.